So the conference games are over, and allegedly the Super Bowl matchup out in Glendale for Super Bowl 57 will be the Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles, which is replete with storylines, which I'm sure won't get hammered into the ground over the next 2 weeks. But the Chiefs beat the Bengals, and the Eagles emasculated the quarterbackless 49ers. No, literally, not even figuratively. And yes, it'll be the Andy Reid Bowl, Chiefs versus his old team, the Eagles, the Kelsey Brothers Bowl, the first pair of brothers to play each other in the Super Bowl, all that stuff. Mahomes is back, Jalen Hurts, all that stuff. The annoying fan bases of the Eagles fans versus, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes' family in general. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to digest, and 2 full weeks to get after it. But overall, I mean, obviously, since the Vikings were eliminated, I mean, there could be worse matchups. I guess I would have rather had Cincy in, but either way, I just want the Chiefs to beat the Eagles by 70 or 38-7. I don't know. I don't know, man. But also, the championship game should be a lesson. So, like, if you're the Cincinnati mayor, or if you're the Niners fans who put the Niners shirt on the Rocky statue, don't do that. It just... winners are humble, going in and coming out, win, lose, or draw, right? Because why are you writing checks that you don't have to cash, but your team does? It's just bad karma, bad juju. It's everything, man. But with this Eagles game, so we knew that the wheels was going to fall off on Brock Purdy at some point. He had an elbow injury. Rumor has it it's a UCL injury. I mean, it could have put him in jeopardy for the Super Bowl. By God, that's Jimmy G's music. But, I mean, the Eagles... So I get the irony because the Vikings obviously couldn't handle Daniel Jones, 431 yards of offense and 31 points. But the Eagles went to the Super Bowl by beating Daniel Jones and then by beating Josh Johnson. Congrats, man. But, McCaffrey and Debo and Kittle tried to make this a game, but it simply wasn't. I mean, the Eagles' rushing attack was on point. Hurts did struggle at times throwing the ball against this top-rated Niners defense, but it just wasn't enough, and Philly just overtook him, and the Niners literally could not move the ball. And that's because they did not have a quarterback. And frankly, they may have been better off just putting McCaffrey in Wildcat and then just letting it go from there. But I don't know. I mean, the Eagles are good, man. In both trenches, they have one of the best offensive lines in the game. Their front seven is fantastic. So, I mean, they're a good-ass football team. Kind of sucks is what it is. But also, so this weekend was also marred by some questionable officiating calls, notably the Devontae Smith catch. All right, so when Devontae's running up after his catch and saying, like, hey, snap the ball, shouldn't that be a tell? You think it would be. And then, of course, the Chiefs, who are no strangers to getting 17,000 calls. So it's hard to say that, like, the league is rigged, but when some officiating calls all go in one direction, it makes it raise an eyebrow, man, because the lack of a call, a block in the back on the kick return on the final drive, as well as not calling grounding or calling the play dead on 3rd and 9. I don't get it. I don't get some of these calls, but either way, Mahomes' ankle and everything. By the way, the ankle looked pretty damn good, especially that last second scramble. Oh, by the way, feel really bad for Joseph Asai, man. All right, so Joseph Asai, the Pride of Texas, by the way, played himself a hell of a ball game. But that roughing the passer out of bounds or unnecessary roughness penalty where it was really close. I mean, it was a bang play. I mean, sure, but he has nothing to feel ashamed about. He played a great game. Just sort of is what it is there. But yeah, the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it will be a good game. It is contrasting styles, and by the way, this is the Chiefs in a rebuild year. But both one seeds advancing, and it's going to be phenomenal football and drama. The Kelsey brothers. I'm sure they'll interview the parents 17,000 times. But also, both of them, they have a podcast, so that's going to be some good hashtag content going on there. Speaking of content, hopefully Jackson and Brittany Mahomes are no longer on the TikTok or whatever the kids are on nowadays. I don't know. And then, of course, Andy Reid. I mean, Andy Reid's still beloved by Eagles fans. I mean, I think Andy got a raw deal in Philly. He just couldn't get it done. Right, but he certainly got it done against Kansas City. Now has a chance for the ultimate revenge. And there are rumors out there that if Andy Reid wins the second Super Bowl, he's saying deuces. Walrus, cuckoo, cuckoo. He's out, but we'll see. I think that it's a phenomenal opportunity for Mahomes to cement his legacy and path to be one of the greatest of all times, if not the greatest, with the second Super Bowl. And then you do have Jalen Hurts has a chance. I do like Jalen Hurts, man. I do. I found so much respect for him, the way that he handled the succession of Tua at Alabama. So he stayed on. It was a good teammate. Didn't enter the transfer portal, which wasn't the thing then, but then went to Oklahoma and balled out. And now he's finding success at the NFL level. But it's going to be a good-ass game. Like, as much as I dislike Eagles fans, and I think Sirianni's a jerk, I respect that he coaches to win. And the Eagles, they're a good-ass football team. The Chiefs are always going to be tough with Mahomes. That ankle looks pretty damn good. Kelsey's the best tight end of all time. And now, that was Kelsey with a bad back, by the way. Now he's got 2 weeks to heal up. So it's going to be a hell of a game, man. It's going to be a fantastic Super Bowl. Getting after it. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kansas City, Philadelphia, allegedly making the Super Bowl. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. We'll support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.